20 of the nation's top quarterbacks in the 2025 recruiting cycle will make their way to Los Angeles, California next week to compete in the Elite 11 finals. Now, the Elite 11, it's the nation's premier high school quarterback camp, and the group of finalists that was selected after some of these regional performances will compete to find the champion this weekend in LA. And guess who else is going to be there? Charles Power, Director of Scouting and Ranking here at On3, and we're going to break it all down. But first, hit subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel. We cover recruiting better than anybody else on YouTube. Make sure you guys are subscribed. All right, Charles, how exactly does the Elite 11 and its process factor into your process of evaluating quarterbacks?
Yeah, I think for starters, this is the only time in the cycle, and really maybe ever, that we get all of these top quarterbacks on the same field, and we can go through a side-by-side comparison of their passing skill, their arm talent. So in terms of what we get to see in person, this is as good as it gets. Just seeing these guys live, seeing them throw, seeing one standing beside the other. And I think it's a great preview for what we might see in their senior year, which for us is always the most important.
Right.
But this is our most recent look going into the senior year of how these guys stack up from just a pure physical talent, arm talent, passing skill perspective.
Yeah, and like we said, this is part of your process. This
Yes.
isn't all of your process. Heck, this isn't even most of your process. No. Most of it comes from on field with the pads on Friday nights. But hey, we got some summer football to watch, so we're going to do it. All right. Let's talk about some of these regional performances. Who among some of these regional performances stood out to you throughout these camps throughout the spring?
Yeah, so On3 National Scout Cody Belair and I went through and kind of independently watched all of the regional performances for these 20 finalists. And our consensus top two in order were Missouri commit Matt Zollers and Mississippi State commit Kamario Taylor. Both of these guys, I think, really stood out from just a pure talent perspective. Matt Zollers is a guy who ranks high for us. He's number 13 overall, our number 2 quarterback. Just the pure arm talent, just a loose arm. He can make throws from every platform, through with velocity, and I think arguably has the best feet that we saw at any of the regionals. Kamario Taylor, Josh, I think this guy is going to have a case as being the most physically gifted quarterback in LA at the finals. He is just a big-time physical talent. Like one of the strongest arms in the cycle. I think he'll push for maybe the strongest arm at the event with Hassan Longstreet, the Texas A&M commit, and it is a plus athlete. So I'm really excited to see him. He's not a finished product, but he just oozes talent. So those were the two that stood out to us in the regionals.
All right, Charles. Well, heading into the weekend, give us your favorite and then give us your sleeper pick.
Okay, so I think Zollers and Kamario Taylor would be two that I think will kind of be at the top of the list, going into it. But I think if I was going to place a betting favorite for this, I might go the Ohio State commit, Tavian St. Clair. He makes drill work look really easy. So I expect him to look really good the first 2 days, but especially the first day, just with his natural mechanics, his ability to kind of move throughout the drills. He layers the ball, he throws with accuracy. So I would maybe place the best odds on Tavian St. Clair. I think Juju Lewis, the USC commit, is always very comfortable in these settings. And for sleeper, I'm going to go with the North Carolina commit, Bryce Baker. Nice. He was one who had a really good regional showing, just solid across the board, arm strength, accuracy, movement skills, and being around him, Josh, at the On3 Elite Series, I think his attitude and just approach to how he attacks this competitive environment, I would not be surprised if it really impresses the Elite 11 staff.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you guys, let me know. Tap in, comment section below. Who's your favorite heading into the weekend? Who's your sleeper? How do you guys feel about the Elite 11? Let us know. Comment section below.